history can sometimes be found in the most unlikely of places. Few would recognize this pile of twisted metal and broken boards. Fewer still would know its importance. This nondescript pile of scrap is in reality the Spencer steam tractor, one of the earliest known tractors. This is the amazing story of its reconstruction and the dedicated historians that made it possible.
Myself, along with 4 others, have been working on the Spencer tractor for a little over 2 years. David Spencer was a blacksmith from Pleasant Mount, and he had attended a fair or an expo at one time. He saw a steam tractor and he decided he'd make one. Gathered parts for several years. Some of the wheels were from cannons in the Civil War, and the front wheels were from wagons, and then made it between 1878 and 79. When I was a child, the tractor was stored behind the Wayne County Historical on Main Street. Then it disappeared, and in 2002 there was a little resurrection, and it was found, brought back to Wayne County, and then it sort of got lost until we got working on it in November of 2017.
My role mostly was, the woodworking and trying to fit things back together, trying to put the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle back together. We started taking things apart, mostly trying to document them as much as we could on it as we were taking things apart. I think probably most of the metal pieces were intact and actually came apart pretty well. Most of the wood was pretty rotted and destroyed, so we had to take everything apart to scratch. We cleaned up the metal, painted it, and then started putting things back together, trying to make sure it was as original as we could get it. It was pretty much of a 3-dimensional jigsaw puzzle.
I was on the Western Wayne School Board, and the tractor arrived in town a long time ago. They were looking for a place to refurbish it, and it had been sitting out in the weather for years and years, and it was in very rough shape. So they took it to the Western Wayne High School, put it in the high school shop, and the boys could work on it, and they did. So they started on it, and they took a lot of parts off it, and they were making drawings and measurements and that kind of thing. And it was just far too much for them to ever see the end of it. And so it was determined that it would need to go out of the school shop. It was just beyond what could be done there. So it went and sat outside again for years. The wheels were already off. And the question was, what to do with the wheels? And I said, well, I have a place in my barn. We can just put them in my barn for a few days or weeks or something. They sat there for 12 years. The project got revived. They came and got the wheels, and we began working on them. The front wheel was in very bad shape. Most of the spokes were just plain rotten, falling out. So down at New Wave Woodworking, where the tractor was at the time, they took one of the spokes, put it in their machine, set the machine, and it ran and spit out 16 spokes, all exactly alike. And so we could put them back in the wheels. The rest of the spokes that were not in that bad shape, but were dry and punky and half rotten, we soaked them with the epoxy, and they're presently in the wheels. You'd never know the difference. They're better than original. Then New Wave turned out on their lathes hubs for the wheels, and we got them all together and painted them up, and they turned out pretty well. There was a lot of work went into restoring the wheels, and now I guess you'd hardly know that there was ever anything wrong with them. It was a challenge, but we had a lot of work on it. It turned out right.
The tractor was moved from its workshop in New Wave Woodworking in White Mills to the railroad depot in Honesdale. Though the project has taken over a decade, interest has never faltered, and it's finally nearing its completion.
I've been with it and with all the fellows here for the last couple of years, and meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays until later on. We only met on one day, do what we have to do at the time. These fellows are just great. I mean, to work, and nobody ever gets, there's no animosity, there's no bitterness, there's no envy or any strife between any of us. It's been a great journey to me. It really is a community project, and Honesdale has a lot of history here. I lived here all my life, so it's been a wonderful trip, and I hope it keeps going.
When the tractor is finished, it will be prominently displayed in Wayne County. It's home for over 130 years.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Collins with Davis R. Chant Realtors. With over 50 years of serving the Lake Wallenpaupack region, Chant Realtors sells more homes by volume than any other realtor in the area. The Lake Wallenpaupack area is an attractive place to live because of its low taxes, great school districts, and beautiful scenery. Agents at Davis R. Chant Realtors have an extensive knowledge of the local market and experience with everyone from first-time home buyers to experienced investors. Chant uses a variety of print media, billboards, open houses, and national websites to promote properties and reach buyers. We work with sellers to put together a thoughtful but aggressive market plan tailored to each home individually. Here at Chant, we know that working together and providing channels of communication and feedback is important for the best outcome when selling your home. We provide a unique feature called Seller's Dashboard to our sellers, which allow you to view up-to-the-minute online information about your home, including how it is being marketed, how often it is being shown, and notes from agents and buyers. If you are ready to relocate, upgrade, downsize, or know anyone who is considering the Lake region, please stop by or call Davis R. Chant Realtors at 570-226-4518 or visit us online at chantre.com.
i2 Print is your premium printing service for all your professional printing needs. We'll help you throughout the printing process from design to distribution. With bookbinding abilities, we'll be able to help you get the word out or promote your business with branded assets and products. i2 Print offers top quality print products at competitive prices with quick turnaround and fast delivery. From business cards, large format posters, brochures, and wrap cards to annual reports, i2 Print can print everything you need to promote your product, service, and business. With the best printing technology available today, we live up to our tag: service, speed, and success. Choose i2 Print for your next printing project.
There's no better way to welcome the holidays than spending some time in a winter wonderland. Honesdale, the birthplace of the famous tune, welcomed in the season with spectacle and lights. This jolly weekend kicked off with a Santa parade and tree lighting ceremony in Central Park. festivities continued with shops, vendors, sales, and rides on the famous Santa Express.
It's our family tradition to come here every year, and we take the Santa Express.
Small Business Saturday, or any Saturday for that matter, is an excellent opportunity to find the perfect gift for that special someone and support the community at the same time.
We support Dessin Animal Shelter, so all proceeds from the store are for Dessin and all the animals at Dessin. So you may not be able to adopt an animal, or you may not be able to go up there and help at the shelter, but you can come here and shop and know that the money is going to Dessin for all the animals. Every day we run super deals, like 25-cent deals on sometimes even pants or shirts, but there's a quarter item every day, half price every week on something for everyone. So please come and support us here at the Cat's Pajamas.
I'm from a big city in Queens, New York, and coming to a small town gives me a lot of opportunities to experience something new.
This shop is a lot of handmade items by local artists and antiques and collectibles. So you come here to find what pieces you're missing.
I want to do some shopping local. So we came in and we're just strolling the street and stopping in some stores.
It's a good time to come out and get some shopping done, especially locally. It's not quite as crazy as Black Friday, but things are really ramping up for Christmas, and it's just a good time to get some things crossed off your list.
Our shop is called Bloom, and our shop has a special mission. We are all volunteers that work here, and all the profits from our store, we run a free cancer retreat for women. We've been doing that for 8 years, and for 19 years we've been going into hospitals. We have a team of bead artists that go once a week all year round, and we make jewelry with women and children at their bedside or chairside. Small Town Saturday is wonderful. It's wonderful for the community to come out and see, so it's nice to see and learn and meet everyone in our neighborhood. And it's nice because everything goes back into our neighborhood.
Everyone was brimming with holiday cheer.
Merry Christmas!
Merry
Christmas!
Happy holidays!
And from all of us here at Wally Life, we wish you the very best the season has to offer.
Hey, it's DJ here with Wally Life, and we're going to share with you today 5 things that can help you be prepared for the unexpected. 1. Have an emergency action plan, or EAP. This emergency action plan is key to letting your family know where to go in case of an emergency.
In a power outage, cell phones might not work, and normal methods of communication might not be available. Make sure your plan includes details for where to meet up. In case you can't return to your home, you should have an alternate location.
2. Water. Keep enough water to provide for your needs for a minimum of 72 hours. The Center for Disease Control recommends 1 gallon per person per day.
There are several ways to provide access to water. You can store it or get it from your environment.
To make that water safe to drink, you can use filtration, purification, or simply boil it.
Water should be stored in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and any chemicals like bleach or gas. If storing tap water, There are stabilizers and treatments that you can use to keep your water safe. Bottled water that is sealed can last a long time, although most manufacturers consider the shelf life to be 1 to 2 years. If you use bottled water, consider rotating your water supply and always keeping the amount you need for emergencies on hand.
Number 3, food. There are many ways to store food in an emergency situation.
Long-term food storage products offer a shelf life of 20 years or more and are made by a variety of manufacturers. You can find non-GMO, organic, gluten-free, vegetarian, and many other dietary options. Although these foods last a long time, they can be expensive. There are many other foods with long shelf lives that should be considered in your emergency plan, like rice, dried beans, maple syrup, honey, salt, sugar, grains, dried corn, pastas, and many other dehydrated vegetables. Keep in mind when storing these foods that additional water may be needed to cook them.
Make sure when you're planning to store food and water that you include your furry family friends. Number 4, shelter. Make sure to consider things like emergency heat, light, and sanitation.
There are important things to consider depending on the climate in which you live. Having an alternate heat source that does not rely on electricity is quite important during the winter months in the Poconos. Make sure the heating units are properly installed and fuel is properly stored. Fuel sources should last for at least 72 hours, and in some cases, having plastic sheathing, tarps, or tape to create a smaller area for heating could be helpful. Another alternative is storing sleeping bags to stay warm.
5. Make sure your plan includes medications or prescriptions that you or your family members might need, and keeping a first aid kit to use in emergencies only.
Plan for communication and any special needs of your family members, including medications and prescriptions, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered radio. Remember, like water, to check and rotate out your supply of batteries. Emergencies can be quite stressful, but having a plan and being prepared is a great step in keeping you and your family safe.
We'll cover more on these topics in upcoming episodes and look for ways to help you become more prepared in any situation.
Sterling Business and Technology Park is currently divided into 23 lots ranging in size from 3 to 30 acres. Each lot in the park is KOZ certified for companies that qualify. The Sterling Business and Technology Park is perfectly located just off Exit 17 on Interstate 84 in northeastern Pennsylvania, just under 2 hours from New York City. If you would like to explore locating your business at the Sterling Business and Technology Park, visit sterlingbusinesspark.com.
Hey folks, do you wonder why you see so many B&B Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles here in the Northeast? It's no secret, ask the owner. You'll find out B&B Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Honesdale not only offers great deals, but you can't beat the knowledgeable and friendly sales staff and the exceptional factory-trained service technicians. Going shopping for a new or used vehicle? Stop by B&B Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Honesdale and make a deal. Get pre-approved. Check out our inventory. Go to bnbdodge.com, or better yet, visit our showroom at 125 Grandview Avenue, Honesdale. B&B Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. You'll love your new car or truck if you get it from B&B. B&B, better and better.
The Cooperage comes alive and swings in style to this year's Maple City Jazz Festival, with jazz so hot it's cool and drinks so cool they're hot. The Cooperage took on a club-like atmosphere with refreshments served from Here and Now Brewery. The lineup this year was diverse as the notes that were played. Saturday night came in drumming with Thurman Barker, a veteran in the scene.
To be here at the festival. This is my first time performing in Honesdale. According to the attendance tonight, there is a lot happening. Come out and support live jazz, live music, dance, theater. It's here in Honesdale at the Cooperage.
Sunday saw the return of a favorite, Andy Milne in Unison, featuring LaTanya Hall. Their set included original pieces and new spins on classics.
Sing low, sing clear, sweet words in my ear, not a whisper of despair, just love's own prayer. Sing on until you bring back the thrill of a sentimental tune that died too soon. Why did we listen when they said it wouldn't last? Gossiping voices made us break up, but you know we still can make up if we forget them all. Answer Cupid's call, it's a truth. Whispers of troubles are an echo of the past. All it'll take to lose my gloom is just a whisper, not of rumors, but of your love for me. That's how it's gotta be. Come and let the waltz play again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, and let the waltz play again.
The Maple City Jazz Festival, another great local happening at the Cooperage.
Hi everyone, and season's greetings. I'm Jim Hamill with the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau here in Hawley, Pennsylvania at the Hawley Silk Mill, a beautiful facility with lots of things for people to do and obviously a gorgeous view as well here of the waterfalls behind me. This time of year is just gorgeous in northeastern Pennsylvania and the Pocono Mountains, so Hawley is inviting everyone to visit this December for Winterfest as well as throughout the rest of the year where people can really enjoy what this small town has to offer.
Hawley is an excellent four-season town with fun things to do year-round. Summer offers great opportunities to spend some time on Lake Wallenpaupack, take in the sights, or take a tour. Hawley also offers great live entertainment like the Ritz Theater.
And the theater company came in 1973, and we have been operating as a live theater since 1973. All the talent is local, between the high schools, the college kids that come back into the area, and professional people who work and live in the area. All auditions are open, so we're very fortunate that the area has a lot of talent.
In the winter, the holiday spirit shines brightly through Hawley Winterfest, a small town celebration really worth seeing. Festivities range from concerts and recitals to arts and crafts. And of course, delicious food at every turn.
So whether you stop into Hawley or Honesdale or Milford or any of the other beautiful places here in the Pocono Mountains, I hope you're able to enjoy any place to dine or have a beverage with your friends or family, or even shop for the holiday season, because the Pocono Mountains is the place to be no matter the time of year.
So, you want to know what this whole Freedom Boat Club thing is all about? Simply put, we're a club that makes boating, well, simple. Here's how it works. You join the club, you pay a one-time membership fee, and then monthly dues from there on out. And instantly, you get access to a fleet of boats. As a member, their entire fleet is at your disposal. All those things you imagine boating to be suddenly become reality. When you're done, you simply head back to the dock where the boat club staff will be waiting. Leave the boat with them, and that's it.
Tune in to Wally Life every Monday at 9 p.m. on Blue Ridge Communications Channel 13 for the latest in life around Lake Wallenpaupack.